Hey everyone, I'm Tony Rost, CTO of Melatoad. I'm joined today by Dave Bellous, one of our amazing product leaders at Melatoad, and we're debriefing AWS reInvent. Dave, good to see you.
Good to see you as well, Tony. How are you?
I'm doing all right. What do you think of
Glad to hear.
AWS reInvent this year?
It was interesting, obviously different than previous years, given our current situation, but loved the amount of content was almost overwhelming that they were able to produce. And I loved that I could go back and revisit sessions, and it sort of really encouraged that process of going back to dig in and learn more.
Yeah, of all those sessions, which one was the most insightful?
One of the ones that I really liked was business insights with Quicksite. So it was a session all about dashboards, data dashboards, how to build them, and why you'd use varying levels of complexity of data dashboards.
What are some examples of the information you'd see in a Quicksite's dashboard?
So it depends on the organization, where you'd look at sales or you'd look at KPIs that were important to you. But one of the things I really liked was that it talked about why you'd use a more complex tool like QuickSites. So if you had different regions or departments and you wanted to give a personalized view of that information to that specific person, that person knew what the next right action for them was, or where they scored relative to other departments, they could get that unique personalized information just for them. And it was something that was easy to produce, simple, and use all of their simple tools that allow you to spark up just a report right when you need it.
If someone wants to have a QuickSites implementation roadmap, can you kind of walk through how you see the implementation going from scratch all the way to maybe the first launch?
Mhm. So I think the thing that was interesting was that you can start with simple tools. If a whiteboard in an office works for you, then stop there. You don't need anything more sophisticated than that. But if you've got different departments, different people with different levels of seniority, you've got managers, executives, and frontline team, and you might want to give them different information. Identifying why that information would branch, why you'd have different types of information for different people, and how you'd source that out, that's where you'd start. And then you'd identify what those key metrics were, start to figure out why you deliver different information to different people. Then you'd start sharing that information, iterate through how can you branch it out by region, by kind of depth in the organization, and then figure out what really turns the needle. And as Drucker always says, what matters gets measured, what gets measured matters. That's something where as that process happens of measuring, seeing what's working for the organization, you can continue to refine and iterate through and bring really valuable information that helps your team know exactly what to do next and connects your executive all the way down to the frontline team so they understand how to execute well.
That's awesome. What do you think of having a virtual only conference?
So I liked it in the convenience of being able to enjoy it whenever was convenient for me, but I really missed out on the in-person, the serendipity of bumping into people who are also interested in the same topic and subject. You miss that connection with other people in the same way. I know they tried to do a few things to simulate that, just didn't feel the same to me. So I loved the idea of the convenience and the lack of travel in terms of how simple it was to access, and I could take in more that way. But I missed the social connections as part of that.
Dave, thank you for taking your time out of your busy schedule today and joining us.
Delighted. Thanks for the opportunity, Tony. Great to talk to you.
All right, and we'll see you again at AWS reInvent next year.
Looking forward to it.
All right,
Maybe
thank
even
you.
in person.
Hopefully, bye-bye.
Bye.